Howdy partners, I'm still crossing off those final 2025 films off my list, and specifically regarding the Oscars, this is the last of the nominated films for the Best International Film category. This one coming from Tunisia. The voice of Hind Rajab is a truly horrifying film that blurs the line between reality and fiction in its very docu-fiction filmmaking approach. The film recounts the events on January 29th of 2024, and we view this day from the perspective of the Red Cross volunteers, who are answering emergency calls from Gaza, Palestine. The film is a rather trim 89 minutes of runtime, but frankly it feels at least triple of that in length, given the dire circumstances and the extreme nail-biting tension. And it's actually an intentional creative choice, seeing that it mirrors the entire length of the phone call with the titular Hind Rajab, a 6-year-old girl pleading for help, trapped in a car that is under gunfire in Gaza, all the while being buried beneath the corpses of her family surrounding her. She was the only survivor of that attack. And so the volunteers do everything they can to keep her on the line and to reassure that help is coming on the way. But it is no simple task to get that ambulance safely to and from the mission. And the film makes it abundantly clear just how frustrating and dangerous that process is. We never actually see the atrocities that are happening in Gaza. That is, aside from the aftermath, featuring real life footage that is concluding the film. Instead, we experience the horrors from the receiving end of the phone call, which frankly is more than enough. And on a technical level, the editing properly portrays that chaos, creating a lot of these kind of distorted double image effects reflected through glass that conveys this feeling of hopelessness and mental trauma. Then the high wire performances from the actors resonate deeply, though perhaps I do find they over dramatize some elements, which I imagine is for the purpose of the screenwriting plot. Obviously, it's impossible for me to know where creative liberties have been taken, but there is no question in my mind that the most remarkable element of this film is that we bear witness to the actual phone calls with that 6-year-old girl. This is the real voice of Hind Rajab. And later in the film, there's another sequence which even further blurs the line between reality and fiction, in a pretty profound way cinematographically speaking, without even mentioning the emotional and moral element of it all. It's always hard to score such films that literally make me feel sick to my stomach, but at the very least it is an 8 out of 10. It's extremely effective and its message pretty much speaks for itself. Will the horrors never end?